Language!
Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a figure I have been super excited for the longest time. Ever since it was announced, I was like, I gotta have that guy in my collection. Let's go ahead and tilt this up a little bit so you can see the box a little bit better. Yes, this is the Captain America for the, what is this guy? Puff Adder wave, the Avengers. I needed a Captain America in this style. I have the MCU Captain Americas, but I needed a more comic booky, retro-y style Captain America, and this guy is perfect. So I am super happy to have him. I was worried I might miss him because waves have not been showing up at my stores. I missed out on the Ant-Man wave. I'm currently missing out on the Spider-Man wave. I don't know what's going on. I'm not getting my figures at my stores, and I don't buy them online typically because that's kind of like my one restraint. Don't buy them online to like save them money. Just, you know, it's one of my things, one of my limitations for this figure collecting thing, so I don't waste all my money, even though I do waste all my money on action figures. But yes, so I am so excited for this figure. Let's go ahead and get into it, starting with the front of the box. You have well, cardboard. You don't get to see the figure. It is the windowless packaging, of course. A little disappointing, but you know, I think honestly I think that's going away soon. We'll see what happens. But yeah, this is what he's supposed to look like. We'll see if that's what he looks like in the box. I don't know. If you go ahead and turn it, you have the Build-A-Figure. This is what you're supposed to get if you collect all the figures. I don't really want all the figures. I do want Orb. I think that's a cool looking figure, but he's not at my store. The only figures at my store are Yelena and Baron von Strucker. I'm not super into those figures. I'll probably pass on them unless they're super cheap, which I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I really only wanted Orb, and of course he's the only one not there. Of course I also got Captain America, but yeah, I don't know anything about Puff Adder, so this Build-A-Figure wave just doesn't work for me at all. But if you're a fan of him, there you go. On the back you have a nice little render of Captain America in a cool little pose. You have his accessories, what he comes with, the Build-A-Figure piece that he comes with, and what he looks like in a pose. On this side you have a nice artwork of Captain America doing his Captain America things, and then you're back to the front of the box, and that is it. We'll go ahead and transition to the figure itself. Alright, so this is pretty much all you get. I was going to say you don't get too much, but I guess in this day and age, this is quite a lot. So we'll go ahead and start with the Build-A-Figure piece because it's the least important thing in my eyes. It is honestly a fairly cool looking head, but I don't know Puff Adder. I have no idea who this character is. It's cool. It's just another in a long series of Build-A-Figure pieces that I don't have the complete set for, so it'll just go in my Build-A-Figure, I can't say that word for some reason, Build-A-Figure bin, and rot. I don't know what to do with those pieces. I might do a video on it one day, but for now I just have an entire bin filled with pieces I don't need. Of course you also get an alternate head sculpt. You have the mean, angry looking Captain America right there, and then a more neutral, standard looking Captain America right here. Fairly decent head sculpt. It looks nice. I love the texture on the side, the A on the front. So far looks fairly defect free. The paint looks clean, everything looks nice. I like it. It works. That's a solid A+ right there. You do get two fist hands, of course. They look fairly nice. They are nice and textured. I like the little detail of the gloves and stuff. It looks cool. Nothing too stand out-y about those. And then the shield right here. This is a nice shield. This is a nice shield, of course. It is a new shield compared to what I am used to, because I'm used to the MCU shields where he can actually grab into it, but this one's a little bit different because you have two alternate versions. You have that version that'll just slap onto a wrist like so, which looks cool, looks pretty neat. But then you also have the little peg. Oh my god, that's so tight. So he can place it onto his back like so, which is absolutely awesome. I love having that. It looks fine. It's a little dull compared to the rest of the figure. The reds and the blues are a little more muted. Like, you can see how vibrant this guy is, and this next to him, this looks a little weak, which is whatever. As far as the figure itself goes, I mean, good God, look at this guy. He is insane. The detail on this guy, this is probably, oh my God, one of the best figures I've seen in years. Just the quality across the board. This is worth $25. The other figures they've been releasing for the past few years since the price went up, I would not agree with that. But this guy, I mean, you have the scales right here. Of course, to be clear, I'm pretty sure we've seen most of this on the 20th anniversary Captain America, but I've never seen that figure in person, so I don't quite know what that looks like. I've seen pictures, and I think we've seen most of this on that guy, and that guy technically, I think, was cheaper because he came out before the price hike. I think. I might be wrong about that. I don't know. But just compared to his peers, I think he's a step above the rest. Starting with the scales, of course, these are textured, layered. They really went through a lot of work on this guy. He looks absolutely insane. Of course, the mask, same situation as that one. You have the nice lines across the side of the head, the smoothness on top. The A looks a little bit cleaner. That one kind of splooges off on the left side of the A. This one's a little bit cleaner. Fine, small details, I don't really mind. You have this nice star right here that kind of bulges out, looks really cool. Then you have the underarm pieces that are, everything's textured, you can feel that. It feels like a fingernail, actually. It looks similar to one too. The stomach piece, the abs, those are also textured and they look amazing. You have the nice belt, the canteen, wow. The ammo pouches, the little satchels, different things, different pockets for different things. This is a very, oh God, what's his name? The guy who invented Deadpool, Rob Liefeld. This is a very Rob Liefeld-esque Captain America with all the pouches and patches and whatever. Then moving on down to the rest of the figure, you have the boots. This ankle is a little loose, a little more loose than I'd like it to be, and that's a bummer, but still, it looks amazing. Look at the detail. I wish the laces were painted. That's probably the only mark against it, I'd say, but everything else looks stellar. The gloves, you have more pouches there. Of course, same thing, could be painted, but they still look good, even in red. Gosh, this guy is just insane. I mean, across the board, this sticks out. Wow. I don't know if this is a sculpt that's been used before, but if this is like a first in the line, wow. I'm in love. I am so happy to have this guy. I'm so happy he released. He looks exactly like I'd want my Captain America to look. He feels great. It's just 10 out of 10 so far. Let's go over articulation and see if he really nails the land in here. So starting with the head can go back. Not really at all. It can go forward a little bit. It is a little stiff, I'd say. Now it can go back a little more. There we go. I had to break it loose. That's the issue. Little wobbly, little swivelly. You can spin it around just a little bit. And then the arm, of course, can come up to about, wow, way up there. I wish that was painted, though, so you didn't have that break, because you can really only go up to about right there before the paint breaks. That's a bit of a bummer, but I think I can live with that, especially since it would have that coming up to there when it's down. I guess that's just pick your poison. Either way, you're going to have issues with that, so can come up super high. I'm surprised the star doesn't get in the way at all. But yeah, it can come up pretty high, spins all the way around, swivel at the bicep, double jointed pinless elbows can come up to, oh gosh, about right there. That's pretty tight. Wrist can spin around, let's see, all the way around, like right there. Can come down and up. This one can come in and out. Different hands do different things. All this guy needs is a gun, to be honest. The ab crunch can come back like so. Not super far, it can come forward like so. That's actually very Liefeld-esque, with his chest pushing out. Can come forward like so. It's on one of those new ab crunch that I really like. Can swivel around like so. I don't believe it's on a disc, but it might be. In fact, yeah, it is. It can spin a little bit, the belt does get in the way, and it's pretty static. It's pretty stuck in there. You're not going to be able to move that, but you know, you can move them around pretty good. So the ab crunch isn't super deep. If you add the legs into it, that's fine. Not spectacular, but not awful. The legs can come up to about right there. Do the splits pretty good. He can do some pretty cool action scenes. Swivel at the thigh can come all the way around like so. Double jointed pinless knees can come up to about to his satchel. That's pretty good. Swivel here at the boot can spin all the way around. Ankle can come down like so, up like so, a little bit of a swivel, and then that is going to be it. Wow. Okay, this might make my top 10 list of figures for 2023. I just love it so much. I mean, what can I really say? This is a fantastic looking figure. Only issues I have are very, very minor. The shield being a little bit more dull, the ankle being a little bit loose. Could use a couple more accessories, I think. It's not as bombastic as the 20th anniversary figure. It's not as wild. It doesn't come with as many cool things, but for what it is great. And I have been needing this guy for so long, and I didn't even realize, so I'm super happy to have him in the collection. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Leave a like, leave a comment, leave a subscribe. All the things YouTubers ask you to do, just do it for me as well, and I will be back with another video, hopefully very, very soon. Bye.